Hello and welcome to the 2017 IWF Weightlifting World Championships. We're at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California, and we're about to begin lifting in the men's 105 kilo A group. We have 13 lifters in this group, 6 of whom were Olympians in 2016. This is also the first of 2 A groups that will go today.
Here are the athletes.
Both will see 2 U.S. lifters, and here is our competitors in the men's 105.
From Republic of Korea, So-hee-yop. From Japan, Yunosuke Mochida. From Austria, Sargis Matirosian. From United States of America, Ian Wilson. From Poland, Arkadiusz Michalski. From the Islamic Republic of Iran, Alireza Soleimani. From Latvia, Arturs Plesniks. From Bulgaria, Vasil Gospodinov. From Republic of Korea, Jin Yun Song. From the Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Hashemi. From Uzbekistan, Ivan Efremov. And from Iraq, Salwan Al-Yafodri. These are the athletes in the men's 105 kilo Group A session.
So we just met our competitors on the stage, and they really do fill it up. But here is our start list for this group. You know, the men's 105 kilo group could be considered, I guess, the middle heavyweights. Well, no, heavyweights.
Oh, they're heavyweights.
Yeah, and recently it has been owned by the Uzbeki lifters, and we'll get to that in a bit. But right now, here's one of 2 U.S. entries, Wes Kitts. Kitts lifted earlier this year in the Pan Ams. He totaled 375. He's U.S. national champion and American record holder in the snatch. We'll see if he can get himself onto the medal stand in that discipline. And now here is So-hee-yop, excuse me. He is something of a, I would say, historically erratic lifter, tends to make his openers, but it can be an adventure after that. Ryunosuke Mochida of Japan. This is his 3rd Worlds. He was in Houston. He totaled 375 there. Sargis Martirosyan, 2016 Olympian, had a lifetime best 389 kilo total at the Olympics. And this is his 3rd Worlds as well. Very interesting technique. Wait till we get to him. And then here is our 2nd U.S. lifter, Ian Wilson, former U.S. record holder in the snatch, and we know he wants it back. And it's hard to believe that this is Ian's first senior Worlds. He had been bitten by the injury bug, being the overall bronze medalist from 2015. Here's Vasil Gospodinov of Bulgaria. Silver medalist earlier this year in split. He totaled 397 kilos. 402 is his best. See if he can get north of that. We have Young-sung Jin of Korea. Jin Young-sung, excuse me. This is his first senior Worlds. From what I could tell, his best ever was 368, and he opened with 390. He will be, I think, something of a wild card here, because that's a big entry total. I'm curious to see if or how much he's moved up since then. Overlooking.
So Soleimani is a junior from the Islamic Republic of Iran.
No, he's not. What do you see? What's his year of birth?
96. Oh, okay.
Here's Ali Hishemi, 2016 Olympian. He just moved up to the 105s earlier this year. He had historically been a 94 kilo lifter. He's lifted twice in 2017, both of them in Ashgabat, believe it or not. He went from 384 to 401 from April to September. So look for him to be a factor in this thing. And then here's Ivan Efremov, and if it looks like he's relaxed, it's because he is. It will be a while before we see him, and there's no question about it. He is going to be a player in this, and he's being helped out by 2016 Olympic champion Ruslan Nurudinov, who is here as a coach.
Well, it looks like he's coaching right now.
Looks like he's helping in the back. He is officially, at least in the auspices of the IWF, he is listed as retired, but you can unretire and come back.
Is he?
I don't know if he's officially done forever, but he is listed as retired. That's his designation right now. He has made that official. But you can undo that with a 6-month lead time. And that on screen there was our last lifter, Ali Fiori of Iraq, a 2016 Olympian in his 3rd Senior Worlds. So an interesting field, a very solid one. And, you know, it can go in a couple of different directions, particularly in the clean and jerk. We have a lifter here starting about 8 to 10 kilos above everybody else in the snatch, and we have the same thing in the clean and jerk, and they are not the same people. Right. And whenever you see that, you know the session could be set up for fireworks. So it looks like we're about to get things started. 165 kilos is being called for Wes Kitts, but on screen is not Wes Kitts.
If Wes is feeling good, he's going to take a crack at 80 in the snatch.
You think so?
I think so. If he's feeling good.
Well, if there's a 180 in Wes Kitts, there's probably a medal too. But here he is at 165, and Sean, that's a 15 kilo swing if it goes right. But Wes Kitts has on multiple occasions taken 9 or 10 kilo jumps in the snatch and pulled them off. So what you're saying is not that big of a reach, but Wes must start this thing off right. He must make this 165.
Caught a little bit of food poisoning this week, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know how he's going to feel, but he's certainly capable of snatching 180.
All right, so let's see here. First attempt of this session, Wes Kitts, 165.
Squeeze, Sean!
Good lift.
All right. I have to say his elbows didn't really unlock. He had a little shoulder wobble, but well, I'm very happy.
No movement from the jury, so that will hold. And now we have Ryunosuke Mochida opening with 165 as well, and this matches his heaviest ever opener. He did that back in May at the Japanese Championships. Made it.
Had it for a second and then just kind of drifted over to his left.
So no lift there for Machida at 165. That means he's going to have to repeat. We'll see a 2-minute clock. Nice pull. Nice punch out.
It just looks like something on the left side kind of gave out, and he started leaning over. And once that bar starts moving it's tough to stop.
All right, so now Wilson is being called at 65. He has moved up to 67. That means that we have burned Machida's 2-minute clock, and Wilson looks like he's about ready to go. So he's on deck, assuming Machida does follow himself here on this short clock.
And I know the number that Ian Wilson had in mind today to reach was 176, so I don't know where that's going to put him in the placements, but that's the number he's got on his mind.
Well, that would be an American record.
Oh, that's why he's got that number. That's fine. Okay.
Makes sense to me. All right, so now Ryunosuke Machida of Japan, second attempt, 165 kilos.
I mean, that last one was good. He just needs to secure that left side.
One in front, one in back. We've seen this before. And that puts Wilson back on the shelf there for another 2 minutes. You can't burn this one.
No.
He's already done it once, so this will be a 2-minute clock. And we had mentioned Wes Kitts has a history of taking regular or relatively big jumps in the snatch. We're at 105, so 5 kilo jumps, you would agree, is the norm?
165.
Yeah, I think that's the norm.
Right. So Kitts is in at 72,
right,
which is 7 kilos, which is probably a norm for
him. Right.
All right, so now Mochida.
I guess Machida's going up. Oh no, it's Ian's first attempt.
Ian moved down
Let's go.
while Machida was out there, and that change was coming in. Okay, so then here is Ian Wilson. That must have been a late minute move or late second move there.
It's all you, buddy.
No, it's been a while since Ian's been on this stage, so let's get one in.
International, he did snatch 65 at Nationals.
Different stage.
Squeeze. Hold on. Yes,
all right.
Sir.
That's a good start for Ian Wilson. 165 kilos. He snatched 65 at Nationals this year. He snatched 67 on an opener in September at the American Open to help get himself here.
I'd like to see him finish a little bit more, but good attempt.
Yeah, and with Ian, we've seen him pull off some grinding, twisting, you know.
Never a dull moment. Don't blink when he's out there.
Right. So what I really like in seeing that opener there with 65 is that he, you know, did it kind of smoothly.
Yes.
So that's a good indication, and hopefully we'll see Wilson, back in that 170 plus range on this next attempt. And now we are in a do or die spot here for Mochida of Japan. He has missed his first 2 attempts. Wilson lifted out of order. They shouldn't have let that change go in. Explain in a second.
Yes. Nice comeback.
One in front, one behind, and one right down the middle. Mochida will live on to
all right,
the clean and jerk and potentially post a total. And the reason why I say, while we see the replay here, that Wilson was out of order is that this was Mochida's 3rd attempt. He missed 165 twice before Ian Wilson came out for 165.
Right.
And that was Ian Wilson's first attempt.
So, right, you can't, because the weight was already on the bar. You can't go back down to a weight that's already on the bar.
You're good. They got to load the weight, okay? What? We're okay. I declared 71. It's set. It's set. I signed. It's
so it doesn't. There we go. There's the change.
All right.
We're good. We're good. It's going to be him, then you.
All right, so 171 kilos is it's kind of interesting. A 6 kilo jump is putting Wilson back out.
Well,
with a 1 attempt weight. And he's down to 30 seconds here. Wilson snatched 72.
Come on, I hope they see the clock.
In. Up with it, buddy. Big finish. Hold.
Bit out in front.
Come on, man. More finish, okay? Don't rush this thing. I'm gonna give you
Seems like a little bit of confusion in the back room there.
Timekeeper Forster has 171 and a 2-minute clock for Ian Wilson, USA, third and final.
So now, with that miss, Ian Wilson is on a 2-minute clock. Wes Kitts is in the hole. So Hyup of Korea is on deck, and Wilson has moved up to 72 to buy a little bit of time.
We're in a competition stop.
Which is in this situation isn't a bad move. There's a little bit of confusion back there. He had to go out there with about 30 seconds. Gives him a little bit of time to regroup. Ian's certainly capable of making 172. So I agree with that decision.
Looks like we have a tech stop, and it's possible that they might have just figured out that the 165 opener of Ian Wilson was taken out of order.
So in this situation, what do you do?
What do you mean, like technically, or if you're Ian Wilson?
No, technically, what happens now?
I'm curious. I've never seen it happen at this level. So we're about to find out.
I guess that wasn't on your referee test. No.
Huh?
I mean, you can't take away lifts from people.
The stop has been lifted.
Well, can you?
Kilos on the bar. The athlete.
All right, so they're going to 172. They're going to leave alone whatever happened. They're going to go to 172 for the first attempt of So.
등 펴고 상체 꽉 잡아. 천천히.
Nice start.
Solid opener.
Loaders, 172 kilos.
And
We're going to call from the United
I mentioned
States of
earlier,
America,
he always makes openers, and then things start getting interesting. Let's see what he has in store for us after this. And now we have Wes Kitts for his second attempt, 172 kilos.
Well, looks like he's having a good time, at least. That's good.
He'll be having a better time if he makes this.
Squeeze, Wes! Okay.
It's close.
Okay.
No lift for Kitts, 172 kilos, second attempt. Loaders, 172 kilos is the weight. The athlete, once again from the United States of America, Ian Wilson.
All right, here's Wilson.
When we were off air, I
Kitts
said
next in the same weight.
the U.S. team contingency here would have to make lifts in order to be in the mix.
Well, if Wilson makes this, he will be 2 for 3 in a 172 snatch.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Ian. Crush
Positions
this.
him nicely.
Keep it close.
And he's looked really good in the clean and jerk.
Hold.
No. So no lift there for
No lift, 172
Ian Wilson. That means he'll be credited with his opening attempt of 165 kilos.
Wes Kitts, United States of America, third and final attempt. Michalski, Poland. Next
We are
in the
back
higher weight.
to Kitts here at 172.
Kitts
And he has
moving
moved up.
Loaders 173 kilos. Arkadiusz Michalski, Poland, first attempt.
Seems like a gamble, perhaps.
Plaisniks.
Well, you know, we're not back there, JP,
So we don't know what his
we don't
warm-ups
know what's
look.
going on.
All right, so now we have our Polish lifter, Michalski. This is his first attempt. In Croatia, at the 2017 Europeans, he snatched 70 on his opening attempt.
Ostro w górę. Dobrze,
Beautiful.
bardzo dobrze.
Beautiful opener.
Michalski, 173 kilos. Loaders,
So he is on the board with
173
173, and
The
now,
athlete now, USA Wes Kitts.
yeah, that was very workmanlike, right?
Yes.
Just. All right, so now we are looking at another increase for Kitts. I think that was 176.
174 kilos now.
This is a gamble now.
Second attempt.
American record is 175. He did that in July at the Pan Ams. And what that does for now is just jockey around the order. Mihalski has moved up. Now we have Soleimani of the Islamic Republic of Iran. 175 kilos will be his first attempt.
Soleimani.
Soleimani is young, 21 years old.
No. Veteran. Hasn't been around for a while, but hasn't had a huge... Look at his year of birth. I think that's 96. I'm sorry.
We've got a change in lifting order now.
It's the new math, Junior. It's the new math.
I'm sorry.
175. He's
All right, so
moved
there's
up.
a move.
The athlete now
Plesniks
from
has moved up.
Bulgaria, Vasil Gospodinov.
So Gospodinov
Gospodinov, first attempt.
is going to come out for this 175.
Jin-Yoon Song,
And this is what he
Republic of
opened
Korea
with
next.
at the Europeans en route to a bronze medal in the snatch there. 180 is what he did on his second attempt.
But the bar's just creeping up quick.
It is.
I saw that right off the floor. It came forward, right off the floor.
The bar rolled away, or
No, the balance came forward right off the floor.
Okay.
When you break the bar from the floor, you want to keep that balance in the middle of the foot, and you want the balance to come back a little bit. His balance came forward, and then you're never going to make it that way.
10, 176. Yes.
175 kilos is still the
So
weight.
we're facing a bit of a gravity storm here.
And a wave of changes
Yes.
within that gravity storm.
I think somebody's going to go out there and make some lifts.
From Republic of Korea. This means Gospodinov has just
Yes.
1 minute.
Yes. There's really not much more to say than that. Please. Just add a please to it.
Right.
Gospodinov is going to follow himself now. Nope. That looks like...
Number 9,
You know,
176.
Sometimes all the strategy in the world is meaningless if you can't make lifts. So I'd love to see them go out there and just let's get this started.
That was the
We have a new
Bulgarian
athlete
coach,
from
Ivan
Latvia
Ivanov.
now from 176 kilos. Thank you,
Just
Lord.
wrote in
This
that
is the
change
first
there
attempt.
to
On third
176
Latvia,
for Gospodinov.
176 kilos.
And this is looking like a wild one.
Yeah.
Plesniks is going to be the lifter. This is his first attempt. Best ever is 181, which he did in the Olympics in Rio. No lift. Let's see if he moves up.
Well, that's been the trend.
It has. I'm not joking.
It seems like it's, well.
From Republic of Korea, this is the
And it
first
seems like
attempt
everybody feels like they can win.
Well,
And everybody feels like they can win a medal. So
But you're not going to win, first of all, you're not going to win in the snatch. You're not going to win on your opening attempt in the snatch. You got to make one.
Well, at this rate, you might win in your opening. But the point is that they believe they need to be in a certain range.
Right.
And they're moving toward that range regardless of outcome on the opener. The gamble didn't work for Wilson. It might work for Kitts. We'll see. In the meantime, we have Jin Yoon-sung of Korea. Category 5 Storm. That is 5 in a row.
All right.
Loaders 176 kilos still. The athlete.
This was right there, and just a little bit in front of him.
I mean, nobody's missing terribly.
Yeah, it's just happening. Like, nobody's been overmatched by a weight that they've taken. It's just one of those things where sometimes this occurs. But now we are on the second attempt of a lifter who did make his opener.
And very well.
Arkadiusz
I'd add.
Michalski opened with 173, has taken a 3 kilo jump to 76. Left arm.
I say we go up because 176 has just been not working.
Loaders 176 kilos now.
Watch the left arm.
Yeah.
Pulls nice.
I think it's the bar drifted back on him a little bit, and it got out of that strong position.
All right, so now we go back to Gospodinov. Missed 75 on his opener, moved up to 76 to get some rest. Another one in front.
No lift, Gospodinov, 176 kilos. Loaders, 176 kilos.
I don't know if I've ever seen this.
Me neither. And just to keep everybody appraised of where we're at, Marcos Ruiz of Spain snatched 180 in the B session. He was 3 for 3. David Arroyo of Ecuador snatched 181 in the B session. He was 3 for 3. And Akbar Jurev of Uzbekistan snatched 174 in the B session. He was 3 for 3. So it sounds like the B session was a better place to be. Right now, 181 is the leader in the snatch.
Right.
And we're halfway through this thing. Back to Plesniak's second attempt. Thank you, Arturs Plesniaks. 176 kilos. Can hopefully change the momentum in the room. And now that we look at those B session results, I think that sort of explains where this field was looking. 181 is the line in the sand.
Yeah.
Next, Kitts, USA.
And the heaviest opener in this group is 183.
Well, now, depending upon what everybody else does, that opener certainly might come down if nobody makes another lift.
But it would need to be at least 181.
Right.
He would win if he opened with 181. All right, so now here is Jin Yoon-sung of Korea. Second attempt. He has now missed his first 2, so he's going to be in a do-or-die spot.
But he's got a little bit of a weight.
A little bit. Wes Kitts is the lifter. I don't think.
USA. Michalski, Poland next.
Leave it out there, Wes. Let's go.
I don't think he was going to move up to burn the clock, is what I was about to say. So Wes Kitts will take this.
Well, Wes can be a hero here.
If successful, this will be a new American record. 176 kilos. 4-kilo jump off a second attempt miss with 72.
Push, Wes!
How does he do this? I mean, he does it all
get it.
the time. Big jumps in the snatch. I mean, he treats it like it's a clean jump.
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't think there was a chance that he was going to make that, based on how he's looked.
Well, in your face.
But great. I'm glad I proved wrong.
And this is what has become a signature of Wes Kitts.
Right.
Just that turnover and that pull. It's just perfect slot.
Well, I'm thinking maybe he injected a little energy now. Maybe we'll start making lifts.
All right, so here's Michalski. Third attempt, 176. No. So he'll be credited with his opener of 173. And remember, the leaders right now
176 kilos, Michalski.
are all in the B section. Wes Kitts with that 176 is currently sitting fourth. I'm sorry, two of them are in the B. Plesniaks is third. Kitts is sitting behind Plesniaks. Plesniaks did 176 on his second attempt. Kitts did it on his third, so he's ahead of him. And then we have Arroyo, who is a snatch specialist. If you've never seen him, it's...
Yeah, I mean, he opened only a few kilos above what he snatched.
Who's that?
Oh, Arroyo.
Arroyo opened with 73, opened one... in the clean and jerk, you mean?
Yeah.
Snatched 81, clean and jerk 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big spread there.
No.
All right, so now here's Alireza Soleimani of the Islamic Republic of Iran. First attempt.
قشنگ با پا زور بزن اول استارتت بلند نشه فیکس
Nice lift.
All right.
Good lift.
Good lift.
Soleimani, 177 kilos. Still with 177 kilos, still with an athlete from the Islamic Republic of
Take
Iran.
a look at this again.
This is Ali Hashemi, first
Textbook.
attempt,
Very good.
to be followed by Al Yufudri, Iraq.
Number 11, 178.
Probably heard that in the background there, so that means Hashemi's going to 178.
177 kilos the weight. We're going to call now Salwan Al Yufudri.
So now Salwan Al Yufuri,
Sohiyop next.
177. Looks like it will hold for now. That clock is running. And he is going to come out for it. He opened with 76 in September in Ashgabat. He did make it. He's tried 180 several times and hasn't quite gotten it done. So here he is opening 1 kilo more than he's done in the two competitions he's been in internationally this year.
That was not a great attempt. Surprised to see that.
Yeah, and you know, he's got experience, and he's got experience making this type of weight for several years. A significant foot stomp there. So I think you'll see a correction from Alafury on his second attempt here. He is going to have a little bit of a wait. We're going to go to So Hee-yup of Korea. This is his second attempt, and he has been in the back for a long time on this 5 kilo jump. 4 meets that I can find. He moved from 170 to 175. He was not successful on any of those second attempts. And the string continues.
Yeah, I don't.
Right arm?
I don't get. Yeah, I just don't get. You know, if you have a coach understands the athlete's history, you know, you got to put them in situations to succeed.
Actually, well, sometimes you break through a barrier by changing the number. So it was 75 that was like his bugaboo. And he's got, what, 72 on the board. So now he's taking a 5 kilo jump to 77. When you see a history like that, though, you start to think that that's a little in the head.
Maybe.
All right, so now here's Alafieri.
He's not even close.
Cutting it, maybe cutting the
He's
pole and
not,
diving under
I
it.
mean, instead of driving through, he's lifting his feet. Just,
177
I mean,
kilos.
he said he snatched
Staying
80?
with 177
One.
kilos
Yeah,
from Republic
I
of
don't know.
Korea, So Hee-young. This is his third and final
All right.
attempt.
So
Al-Yafodri next.
Yeah.
we are back. One more time to So Hee-yup of Korea. Third attempt, 177. Made his opener with 172. If he's successful with the 77, he will move it into fourth overall. Good effort there, though.
Yeah.
Kind of swung through.
Dove forward in the catch instead of going straight down. Probably a little bit of a swing on the bar as well. It's a bad combo.
From Iraq, Salwan Al-Yafodri.
This is big because this is the guy that has the heaviest opener in the clean and jerk.
Second heaviest, but yeah, he's a big factor. There is a 220 on the board. He's slated for 217
Oh, I didn't
right
see
now.
that.
Yeah, but Alafieri, this could be a crucial lift
I mean, this changes the
in
competition.
the outcome of it. You bet. He has to make this.
I don't know how.
That's how.
Well,
Don't be negative.
I hope he does. Okay.
Majority decision.
Al-Yafodri, 177
And
kilos. Loaders, 178 kilos now.
I mean, with
From Austria,
with Salawan,
little shoulder movement, I think. Maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
with Salawan, the fact that he made one keeps him in the game because his clean and jerk is high.
Yeah.
So the way this is turning out, it's gonna still give him a chance.
All right, so now here's Martirosyan, and he has a very unique look to his snatch. He goes collar to collar. He doesn't look that long-limbed, but he does lift collar to collar in the overhead position. It can be kind of wild to see sometimes. So here he is, 178 opening attempt.
Oh wow, you're not kidding.
And it's a little bit, just behind his head, and what you see is that stabilization problem when you're that wide. I mean, that's what's wild about it. He gets under it very dynamically, but when he recovers, the game is on, right? I mean, like, it's anything can happen.
I wonder if it's a shoulder mobility problem, why he's out so wide like that, because it's not a very stable position.
And you see that stability problem there in the recovery. All right, so now here's Ali Hashemi of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This is the first time we're seeing him. The same 178 stays on the bar. Hashemi snatched 81 earlier this year. In September, actually. Great adjustment.
Really great.
Goodwin, Hashemi, 178 kilos. Loaders, 178 kilos.
Really nice lift.
This is his third and final attempt.
And that it almost looks like nothing on screen, but we can't express how huge a deal it is to be able to just rock forward a little bit, stop it, and recover. So good. All right, now we are back to Gospodinov, who missed 75, missed 76, and now has moved to 78.
Why not? That's why.
That's why not. Yeah. Good lift, and there is a very clear sigh of relief from Gospodinov, because that was a gamble.
180 kilos now.
And he pulled it off.
The athlete from Latvia, our first place mix.
We're living on the edge here.
This is his third
And that was,
final attempt.
look, he made it. He missed the other two, but that was easily the most efficient lift. I mean, he really kept that close to himself, you know, to his body, and good job there. So now Plesniaks is the lifter, 176 on his second attempt, 4 kilo jump to 180. This will move him into second, and the reason.
No.
Yeah, it does, and here's why.
Because he's taking it.
They both did it on their third attempts, or they were doing it on the third attempts. Marcos Ruiz did it on his third attempt, but you ignore session. Ruiz did 77 on his second. Plesniaks did 76 on his second. So the order of lifting is actually in his favor. This will move him into second place ahead of Marcos Ruiz.
Nice.
Another one. He knows it too. He just danced the dance. And again, with very little movement to the perceptible eye, there was a lot going on in the bottom position of this snatch. Right?
He's twisting, he's shifting, he's a bunch of, yeah, you're right.
It doesn't look like a whole lot, but I mean, this is huge weight.
If you've ever been under a heavy weight in the snatch, you know exactly how that feels. And it's really no way to describe it unless you've actually experienced it.
All right, so now we have Jin Yun Sung. He has missed 176 twice, and he has now moved up to 180. Do or die.
I'll tell you, all these misses in the beginning are making for a very interesting end to this competition because people are making lifts.
Good lift by majority decision, and I'm curious to see if the jury will be involved. Watch the right arm there. Now again, it's a slight movement, but
jury isn't stirring, so I guess we're okay.
They're sitting tight.
Well, I guess it ain't how you start, it's how you finish, so they're finishing all right.
They are. Yeah, it really is a wild one. All right, so now we have Efremov of Uzbekistan. Two-time Olympian. He has snatched north of 190. He's done 94.
That's a big-time snatch. I mean, six kilos off the world record.
At 105.
Wow. That is a professional-looking snatch.
And that, with the final lifter to open in this men's 105 category, has given us a new leader in the snatch. I mean, how do you make 182 kilos look that easy?
I wouldn't know. At least not.
I mean, you're knowledgeable of the sport, but yeah, you wouldn't know. Very few people do.
I can make it easy in the clean and jerk back in the day, but not. I don't know what it's like in the snatch.
All right, so now Sargis Martirosyan.
He is a total mystery.
4 kilo jump. All right, no lift. He does have another one.
What's his best?
Martirosyan?
Yes.
81.
Okay.
So we're playing up there. No, 83, but come on, we're in the same range. He did that in 2016. Looks like the Grand Prix meet that was held in Tehran. So that'll give him a 2-minute clock.
I don't know where he's going.
He's turning back around. He looks like he's thinking over an increase.
Right.
And he's going to do it.
He's going to do it.
So right now we have 4 lifters remaining. All of them are going to sit on 180. Well, excuse me, the 3 not named Martirosyan are on 183. He moved to 184. So now Soleimani is going to come back a 5-6 kilo increase off his opener with 177.
His teammates next.
قشنگ استارت پایین با پا شروع کن کامل باز شو باش محکم فیکس
Easy, just swung it behind.
No lift, 183 kilos for Soleimani of Islamic.
All right, so no lift there for Soleimani. At 183, he does have another attempt, so he'll be back. In the meantime, that 83 is tightened up for Ali Hashemi.
Efremov, Uzbekistan, next at the same weight. 4 athletes remaining, all
6 remaining lifts, and you have to think at this point, every time somebody makes, we'll see that 1 kilo increase for a gold for a medal.
No more 6 kilo, 7 kilo jumps now.
As it stands, David Arroyo of Ecuador is still sitting in a silver. But now we have Ali Hashemi, second attempt, 183 kilos.
Ali!
Oh my
word.
That was impressive.
Forward, back, forward again.
He did it all, and then he stood up with it. That was fantastic. What a, oh man. That fires me up, boy.
183 kilos, Ivan Efremov, Uzbekistan. He was successful at 182 kilos.
It's just awareness, toughness. You can't teach this.
No, that's you're exactly right.
Once more. The bar, 184.
The ability to stick
can't
through.
Practice it.
Nor should you.
Nor should you. Right.
And you know, when you get stuck in a hole like that, the ability to just find your way through that was great. All right, so now Sargis Martirosyan of Austria, 184.
I just think he's going to need magic to make this. I just don't see how he can do it. But I've been wrong before.
Well, we've had some magic.
This is true.
In this session.
This is true. Not enough, though.
Just a bit in front there for Martirosyan. Good speed on that bar.
Yeah.
184 kilos now.
But no lift. He'll be credited with his opening attempt of 178 kilos. And for now, that will leave him in 7th. And now Soleimani missed 183, moved up to 184.
And the way he missed 83, I don't have a problem with him moving up.
And what this will do is move him into the lead right now and guarantee a medal in the snatch. So it is the smart play.
Absolutely. That was close.
And that little bit of bar movement backwards is going to send him from first to ninth.
And you know, he's really young, and I think that he's going to have a long career. You know, it's good to see. He'll be back.
Well, he is not done. You know, based on the spread here,
right?
A good clean and jerk can get you back into this thing. There's Hashemi on screen there. Now we go to Ivan Efremov, and you have to think the runway is starting to clear for a guy who's a snatch specialist to open up a lead.
That looked like it came out in front. His hips came up just a hair.
And that's a rare miss for him in the snatch.
And that, again, it increases the drama here.
Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Hashimi. If successful, he holds his first position in the snatch.
All right, so no lift, and Hashemi, who is already in the lead, can extend it and would likely force Efremov to 187 for the final attempt of the session. And you really want to see this made, because if Ali Hashemi of the Islamic Republic of Iran pulls off this 186, he will be the only lifter in this 105 Group A to go 3 for 3.
با دقت تمومش کن.
All right, no lift. He'll be credited with 183. He is guaranteed a medal. The color of that medal will be determined by the third and final attempt of Ivan Efremov. And this one just looked like a little too much today.
Yeah, I agree.
So now this will be a gold medal lift for Efremov. It will give him a 3 kilo lead into the clean and jerk if we go there. And he's going to need it, because I don't know that he can clean and jerk. He's in the mix, but I don't know if he's got the best clean and jerk of this field. So every kilo counts here, and Ivan Efremov will swap positions on the podium with Ali Hashemi if he can make this third attempt 186. No lift. So that means Ali Hashemi, 183 kilos, is the gold medal in the snatch in the men's 185 kilo category. It also means David Arroyo of the B session is the bronze medalist. Should mention Efremov, with that miss, is credited with 182. He'll be the silver medalist. And we're going to have to find out if David Arroyo is in the room. Hopefully he is, because later in just a bit, he will need to collect a medal. And in this group, despite the misses, we had 4 lifters miss their first and second attempts. On screen here, Hashemi was one of the few who made his first 2, but we had 4 lifters who, in the face of a bomb out, after 2 misses, all of them made their third attempts. 2 of them actually moved up and pulled off an increase. So this was a wild one. Take a look at our results on screen. So take a look at that. We do have some lifters. Arroyo mentioned from the B. Ruiz is from the B. Wes Kitts and Ian Wilson here at 11 and 15. Both of them will need career clean and jerk performances to get into the mix.